back to GBGuns, and welcome back to the Armory, at least the bits that you get to see. So, a lot of people have asked about the AK, if this weapon's clear, and why the charging handle is on the right side. A lot of people think that it's correct to try to reach over or to reach under, whatever involves the most dynamic movement looks the most badass, right? I've argued for quite some time that right hand is the best way to do it to stay on target. We're not getting into that today. What I do want to talk about though is why it's on the right side. To do that, we're going to have to go back in time. Sorry folks, no cinematic effects there. I couldn't change clothes or something like that. But what I have here is an American Mosin Nagant. That's right, I said American. This one was made in Connecticut by Westinghouse in 1915. If you don't believe me, I'll do another video on this. Anyways, these things are part of why the U.S. ended up in World War I. We were smuggling arms to Europe after agreeing not to anymore. Long story. But, point being, this is a very old, 101-year-old bolt-action rifle. The bolt handle had to be on the right side so as not to be in the way of the face or the view of the shooter, since most shooters are right-handed. Right? So you fire, work the bolt, come back down, like that. We all know that. So what? Well, as bolt actions faded out and we moved along to semi-autos, such as the SKS. Now this is a relatively modern one, made in Serbia, but the SKS came about and began to replace the bolt action rifle. The engineers needed to know where to put the charging handle, and of course the generals and those doing training and doctrine knew that keeping the charging handle on the right side meant that shooters who were used to those bolt actions could still reach and grab with the right hand and it wouldn't be too foreign. I mean, it's bad enough to have to learn a completely new system, new logistics, all that, but needing to train the troops all over again on how to be proficient with the rifle is time consuming and expensive. So it made the most sense to have it here on the right side. You can see where this is going. Now we fast forward again to the next generation and we're back to the AK with right-sided charging handle. Why? Because as this was fielded and the SKS was phased out, once again they want to retrain people. So that's why we've got it there. Anyone who has ever experienced or watched someone who's an AR shooter pick up an MP5 or an HK design gun, or seen someone who's really good with an AK, maybe they grew up with one, pick up an AR and suddenly it's awkward. That manual of arms transition can be awkward and difficult, and things need to be as instinctive as possible. So it's for that reason the design was kept with the charging handle on the right side. Hope you learned something today, and thanks for watching. Check out other things in the Learn Something playlist. And if you enjoyed this video and made it this far, please subscribe. That's what gives us the clout and weight to try to get things like cool guns for review and ammo to keep us shooting. Thanks again.